So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39! Detroit! Green, Detroit! 39!
Mayfield now on second down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And incomplete here on third down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
On first and 10, Rudolph trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
throwing the interception, Mayfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Third and long for Mayfield. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Forced out to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Try the right side here. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Gun! 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 All right, now, look at 56. Hurry up, here we go. 56. Green.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. He gets it to Brown, complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
When I heard James Washington's name called at the draft by Pittsburgh, I thought, what a nice pick by them, and just saw an example of why with a nice catch there. In his college career, stock and trade, taking it over the top. Deep post routes, deep go routes, catching the football downfield. But he's built like a running back, so I think that he can catch the short ones and turn them into long gainers by running through some tackles.
319! 319!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.